Hi, I'm Kayla, 24.
I'm Matt, I'm 33. We're from Fort Worth, Texas.
And this is Financial Audit.
It's okay.
I thought he would take the money out, but it wouldn't affect the actual thing, and just it would rebuild on its own. I didn't know he had to,
Why would you be for that?
really wasn't for any of it, but I didn't want to argue anymore.
Anymore? Is this money an endless argument?
Pretty much.
Yes.
Wait, how? But you guys have been together so long. You weren't aligned on any of this stuff at all?
At the beginning.
We were okay with, at the beginning you were?
Yeah. And
How? What was the alignment?
we acted a certain way when we first met.
What?
Yeah.
And you were okay with that? We want that to continue even though we have a kid.
I didn't know much about debt or anything, so I kind of just got thrown into it once we were married.
Now, how do you guys disagree if we've moved beyond around then?
It's not.
Where's the disagreement?
There's no happy middle. I just say take care of the main stuff.
I have a stack of debt. Is that not considered main stuff?
Oh, I think it's main stuff.
Then what are you talking about?
Take care of our bills. Whatever's left over after bills, put it towards what we need to put it towards, and whatever's left over, then we have fun with.
There shouldn't be any money left over. You have debt. Bad debt.
See, that's where I come in and where I'm saying.
And your retirement is trash for your age, even without you borrowing against it.
Mm-hmm. So my mentality of it is I've had my fun. We've had our fun.
You've had your fun.
Well, we've had fun. And
What are we? Just to be clear, we're talking that because of the age difference.
Yes.
He lived the 20s. You have not. So maybe you have different expectations and desires.
I don't want to go out partying, but I don't want every single dime and penny I make to go towards what he thinks is important.
What's important?
Well, clearing out debt, getting a house, and having a home for my family. That's my number one goal. Okay. And when we bring that out, we have constant adversity about that. I want to save, and put almost absolutely everything towards it. And she wants to spend.
I don't want to spend.
Yes,
I want to put majority of it towards saving, but still have a little bit of fun money so I can enjoy our son not being a year old yet and getting to make memories.
Oh, what do you mean? Because he's not going to have any memories till 3.
Oh,
yeah.
I'll have the memories of going to a pumpkin patch,
He's dealing with this stinky little boy that works in this office right now, but he won't remember it.
It's just like getting to enjoy stuff with him while he's little.
Well, okay, I'm not against going to a pumpkin patch and taking some pictures. What's considered a little bit of fun? I mean, going out to eat was $519. That could have gone towards debt. Okay, maybe 400 of it instead. Miscellaneous all the extra spending on, could be a video game, could be, in-app, who knows. All that stuff was $402. So what's considered a little bit of fun? If we're trying a little bit of fun, we could have a debt payoff strategy that has little things along the way that keep us encouraged. I'm not necessarily against it as a concept. But what's a little bit of fun? Because that's almost $1,000 spent on that didn't improve the household. That didn't get us to a house. That didn't get paid off towards that.
I just wanted like $100 for the month to do fun stuff.
Is that true?
No. It ended up being around $400 a month just for herself at some point.
What would you do with $400? Oh, go on.
$400 was not being given to me. The most we came up with was $100 per paycheck, and that was recently after you started making a little bit more.
Yeah, but before that, it was $400.
No, it wasn't. It's always been $100 a month. And I'd use it for little things, maybe getting myself something like a shirt because I don't fit my clothes anymore because I birthed your child.
But our child. Girl, our child. I mean, if you look at the statements, if that's true, then what do we have right now? Not a lot.
I don't know. I don't pay attention to your statements.
Not a lot.
Well, what do you mean? Wait, why aren't we reviewing? Are we not together financially? Like our statements? Are we not?
It's all under one, but he puts everything. He makes all the executive decisions, so I kind of gave up trying to track it.
Why aren't you bringing her into the conversations?
I
understand.
I show her.
Well, showing is different than being a part of the conversation. Why aren't you bringing her a part of the conversation, sitting down at the end of a month or beginning of a month and reviewing what was spent this last month, what we need to fix?
I try to talk to her about it, and then it ends up, we start off calm, and then some adversity happens, then we end up having a screaming match.
What happens?
Well,
what's the adversity?
There's no conversating. I'm being told, this is what we're doing. Basically, get over it.
Is that true?
Not exactly. It starts off soft, but then she just doesn't. Yeah, so she won't line up with things I believe in, what we should be doing, and so that gets me a little angry. Versus what I was saying earlier, hey, I want to pay off all this debt.
Is that a productive way to do it if it hasn't worked out yet?
Yeah, obviously, probably not. No.
Then why are we doing it that way?
Well,
what would be the way that would work for you?
Include me. Let's come up with something together. Let's figure out what everything should go towards. Let's make a plan. Not, this is what we're going to do. Just deal with it.
You think that's how you present it? This is what we're going to do. Deal with it.
Most of the time, yes. That's the way I present it. And
okay, how long have we been trying that method? Because obviously that's not working.
A while. Probably at least 6
And
months.
also, does that even make sense? Because again, we spend $1,000 a month on bullshit. So this is what we're going to do. Deal with it. Nothing happened in terms of a positive way. I mean, payroll that came in, you didn't make any money yet. And it was $4,626 from you. Literal spending was basically the exact same. We spent everything we brought in. Everything.
Yep.
Well,
so you executive decided, but no progress was made. You say your goal is to pay off the debt. You say your goal is to get a house. That didn't happen under your executive regime.
I crack easy. So like for example, if I'm at work and she calls me,
so it's her fault.
No, not her fault. It's a mix of both, in my opinion. So it's my fault for not giving her access to the money as I draw into the savings. I attempted to get access with the bank, but a lot of technical difficulties happened, and I could have tried harder, but I didn't. But she'll be at Walmart or getting whatever it might be, and then she tells me beforehand what she's getting, and I have an idea of what that costs. And then she tells me, I'm at the register, it's like $190.
Wait, you're calling him at the register?
I have no access to our money. Anything that goes into the checking goes straight to the savings that I have no access to.
Yeah, I
can see that.
Why didn't you try harder?
Because he doesn't want me to have access.
Well, is that the subconscious reason? If you really have to dig deep, are you afraid for her to have access to spending? And also, if she doesn't have access to spending and we're spending $1,000 on bull, that equally lies on you. So your executive decisions haven't arrived us anywhere successful.
Right, yeah, the executive hasn't worked. But yeah, that is the honest truth. I'm scared that it's just all going to go away because in previous
So we
months,
have to empathize her?
I don't want to do that, but I guess
you are doing it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What do you mean you don't want to do it? You are doing it. How does it feel to be treated like an infant in your relationship?
Oh, it pisses me off on the daily.
But we've been married for 2 years. How's this not either reached a boiling point or any solution or anything? Where are we right now, guys?
I think that's part of the reason I wanted to come on here, because it is getting to that boiling point. And
who wanted to apply? Was it you?
He wanted to.
Okay.
I agreed to it because I knew at this point it's bullshit that I'm kind of just, tell him all the time, I'm tired of being treated like a child. Because that's what you do. You put everything away and your child has to ask permission for this, this, and that. Even for basic needs like deodorant or toothpaste.
Do you not feel that it feels a bit weird that she has to ask permission? I get the agreement conversation. It's okay to discuss whether or not we agree or disagree on purchases, but asking permission, like, excuse me, daddy, may I buy toothpaste?
It's a little more than that. She'll start off with saying what she wants to get. I'm like, okay, great. That's what, $60? She'll go, yeah, something like that. I'm like, okay. And then she gets to the register. This is if she calls me beforehand. She gets to the register and it's like, it turns into $190. And I'm like, well, how did that happen? What are you getting? And she's at the register with people behind her. And so I'm asking these questions with her beloved people behind her. So that puts pressure on her. And all I ask for her to tell me is, what are you really getting? I mean, if you want to go to get the needs, stick to the budget of that shopping trip. Don't jump in and get extra stuff.
I'm going in for needs, and I guess I'm not getting the estimate correct, but I've gotten a lot better at saying...
You walk out only with needs?
Yes. I'll go in there with... I don't get my wants unless he's with me so that he can agree that I can get it.
How was the $1,000 spent on... How, guys? How?
DoorDash.
It wasn't
Not
just DoorDash.
We have not used DoorDash in months.
Well, this month in particular moving, we bought a bunch of new furniture.
We probably put that in other large purchases, not miscellaneous bullshit. Not going out to eat. I only gave you miscellaneous bullshit going out to eat.
So 1,000. Okay.
What would the
1,000 total.
miscellaneous be?
There would be times where she go to the grocery store wanting like $400, whether it was needs or not. It freaked me out, and so then at that point, I just made a decision to cut it off.
400 was not being given to me.
Do you feel like you're being controlled?
Sometimes, yeah.
Do you feel like a wife in this relationship?
Most of the time I feel like a daughter, and I've told him this.
How does it feel to be treated like an infant in your relationship?
I think that's part of the reason I wanted to come on here, because it is getting to that boiling point.